All right, Christy, thank you. After 38 days, the defense rests in the Jodi Arias trial.
38 days.
38
wow.
days.
So now the prosecution begins calling rebuttal witnesses to the stand. Clinical psychologist Janine DeMarte will be back on the stand again. Yeah,
yesterday, of course, she was telling the jury that Arias was not a battered woman and doesn't suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Arias claims she killed Travis Alexander back in 2008 because she feared for her own life. So, what can we expect today? That's the question. Can we expect the same today as Juan Martinez tries to discredit the defense witnesses?
Well, joining us to talk about it is defense attorney Brent Kleinman. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How much longer is this going to go on?
Hopefully not too much longer. I'm thinking probably another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before it gets to the jury.
Do you think that it's because the prosecution's going to take 2 or 3 more weeks, or I mean, how much longer is the rebuttal process going to take, and what are they, of course, trying to accomplish?
The rebuttal process, the defense attorneys are going to try every possible way to discredit the witnesses that Juan Martinez is putting up, and we've noticed that the defense takes much longer to do all their questioning. So it's probably with Dr. DeMarte, it's probably going to be a few days of cross-examination, and then the next couple of witnesses that the state calls up, again, that extended cross-examination is going to drag it on probably for another 2 weeks. Then you've got the closing arguments, which will take some time, jury instructions, and finally, hopefully by first week of May, the jury's back in the room, and I have a feeling they're going to go with first vote. That's close enough. We win. Let's go home.
That's always my next question is, doesn't this wear on the jury? Don't they get to the point where they just get frustrated and say, let's end this thing?
Well, I was actually talking to someone last night about it. I mean, most of these people haven't worked a day in 2013. I mean,
that's right, if you think about it, yeah.
They came back from the New Year's holiday, and they've been sitting in that courtroom for going on the fifth month soon. So I have a feeling if the vote starts coming back 8-4, 9-3, those 3 or 4 are going to say, hey, I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
You're right.
We know that throughout this whole process with the jury being able to submit questions and things like that, that they really are in tune with this and they really are giving it their full 100% effort and all of that. But, I mean, I know they can't make a decision yet, but do you think in their mind they're just worn out and they've already kind of like made up their mind?
Well, I think most of them have a good idea of what they think guilt or innocence-wise already. Now, the interesting thing is we still have 16 jurors sitting in that jury box. Only 12 of them are going to be picked. So we don't know which 12. Are they the ones that are writing the questions, or is that just 4 or 5 people in juror number 5 and juror number 11 were the big question askers? Because there haven't been really, I think just 1 or 2 questions have gone in the basket for the witness up on the stand right now. So you never know how that's going to work, but either way, I had those feeling those 12 people are going to say, we're done.
We're done.
Did you ever anticipate this thing to go on as long as it has?
Never in my wildest dreams.
How do you think the defense did so far?
I mean, they are so far behind a rock in trying to do this. I think they did the best they can, but I think it was an impossible defense with everything, the story she's done, the way she's presented herself, but they've tried. Their witnesses, I think, could have been better witnesses. And I'm not even sure the state's Dr. DeMarte is the best expert witness. I've been surprised by the expert witnesses in this case.
Interesting. Brent Kleinman, tell us again where you practice.
I practice with the Kleinman Law Firm.
Okay.
Oh, what a coincidence.
I know, how about that? Easy to remember.
Exactly.
Easy to remember. Always good to see you.
You
Thanks
too.
for your
Thank you, Brent.
insight.
Thank you both.
Thanks for coming in.